Good evening and welcome to the City of Montgomery City Council meeting for September 9th, 2025. It is exactly 6 p.m. and I'd like to call this meeting to order. We have a full quorum this evening, Ms. Bevan, and with that, I'd like to stand Allison to give the invocation, please. If you'd all rise.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for your mercy and grace that are new every morning, Father, and I thank you, Father, for helping us navigate the city business, Father, effectively and efficiently. And we thank you for your help in Jesus' name. Amen.
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 Now, pledge allegiance to the United States flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now the Texas flag.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
One day I forget to turn it off.
If you all make sure your phones are on vibrate or the volume is down, that would be great. So we can continue with our meeting. All right. I did not receive any forms for the public forum this evening, so we'll move right along to the consent agenda. Item number 4 on your agenda. Consideration of possible action on a request to reschedule Tuesday, September 23rd, 2025 City Council meeting to Monday, September 22nd, 2025 to be held at 6 p.m. Number 5, consideration of possible action on the request to reschedule Tuesday, November 11th, 2025 City Council meeting to Monday, November 10th, 2025 to be held at 6 p.m. Number 6, consideration of possible action on request to cancel Tuesday, November 25th, 2025 City Council meeting. And number 7, consideration of possible action on the request to cancel Tuesday, December 23rd, 2025 City Council meeting. Council, would you like to take this cumulatively or individually? What's your pleasure?
Cumulative.
I make a motion to accept the consent agenda.
I second. Motion by Mr. Olson, seconded by Ms. Fox to accept the consent agenda as presented. This motion is debatable, amendable, requires majority vote. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed say nay. The ayes have it, the motion carries, and we will accept the consent agenda as presented. Public hearing. The City Council will receive comments from the public. The public on the below listed items. Speakers will be limited to 3 minutes each. Persons wishing to participate and speak during the public hearing portion of the meeting must sign in to participate prior to the meeting being called to order. Number 8 on your agenda. Convene into the public hearing on the rezoning request submitted by Lone Star Cowboy Church, development number 2407, related to 58.952 acre Tract 1 located in the Zacharias Landrum Survey, Abstract 22, currently zoned within a mix of R1 single-family residential, B commercial, and I institutional. This is just cleaning up paperwork, and there's nothing changing other than the zoning that should have been done back when. Is that my understanding? Just some housekeeping. Yes, it is 6:03 and we will head into public hearing. No one is here to speak and came forward, so 6:04 we will close the public hearing. Number 9 on your agenda. Convene into public hearing on the rezoning request submitted by BCS Capital LLC, development number 2415, related to the 11.084 acres of the Tract 2G John Corner Survey, Abstract 8, currently zoned PD, Plan Development, and B Commercial. It is 6:05 and we will begin in the public hearing. No one is present for the public hearing to speak, so we will be closing this public hearing at 6:05. Number 10 on your agenda. Convene in the public hearing on a request for a special use permit for a restaurant with drive-through service submitted by HEB LP, legal description 31.97, acre tract of land situated in the J Corner Survey, abstract number 8 on Montgomery County, Texas. It is now 6:05 and we will convene into public hearing. No one here to speak on public hearing. It is 6:05. We will close this public hearing. Number 11 on your agenda. Convene in public hearing on an ordinance of the City of Montgomery, Texas, amending Article 3, Impact Fees of Chapter 90, Utilities of the City Code of Ordinances by adopting new impact fees for water and wastewater improvements that are attributable to new development in the city's proposed water and wastewater impact fee service area within the corporate boundaries of the city, providing open meeting and effective date provisions, and providing for related matters. It is 6:06. We will convene in the public hearing. No one's here to speak. We will close the public hearing. It is 6:06. Regular agenda. Item number 12. Consideration of possible action on a rezoning request submitted by Lone Star Cowboy Church, development number 2407, related to 58.952 acre tract 1, located in the Zacharias Landrum Survey, abstract 22, currently zoned within a mix of R1 single family residential, B commercial, and I institutional. Ms. Tilley?
Good evening, Mayor and council members. You'll see in your packet there on page 9 is a final report from the Planning and Zoning Commission on the cleanup of this property. Again, it is a mixture of residential, commercial, and institutional uses. What they're doing is combining the commercial, or the residential and institutional use, making it all institutional, but leaving the commercial portion of the property. It is pretty much cleanup because they are using the property as an institutional use. It helps with addressing any setback issues and just making sure that the actual use of the property fits within that.
Have we been collecting property taxes in accordance to what they are zoned today? And now we're going to be losing those because it'll properly be zoned to I institutional?
Because it would be, according to the appraisal district, if that's how they looked at that property, because they haven't checked the appraisal district's documentation on that.
I was just curious how much we would be losing.
The ownership, really, this ownership of the property. So the church owns the entirety of the property as a tax exempt entity.
Okay, so it's been tax exempt, we haven't been collecting, even though it wasn't zoned institutional.
I'll check the appraisal district.
Okay.
That should be correct, though, because the exemption is based on ownership and not zoning.
Okay.
So they're still leaving a little piece of it industrial, the way I read this map.
Right, a small piece of it is going to be commercial.
Okay,
It's their western driveway,
yeah,
that corner there.
where that new driveway is.
Yes. But otherwise, the rest is institutional.
Make a motion, we accept agenda item number 12 as presented.
Motion by Mr. Donaldson, second by Ms. Langley, that we accept item number 12 as presented. This motion is debatable, amendable, requires majority vote. It's open for discussion. All those in favor of accepting item 12 as presented, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, say nay. The ayes have it, the motion carries, and we will accept item number 12 as presented. 13 on your agenda. Consideration and possible action on a rezoning request submitted by BCS Capital LLC, development number 2415, related to 11.084 acres of the tract 2G, John Corner Survey, abstract 8, currently zone PD plan development, and B commercial. Ms. Dillon?
And again, on this property here, Planning and Zoning Commission did review the property and they did recommend approval. It is just for the northern portion, the multifamily proposed area at 11.084 acres.
I make a motion to accept item 13 as presented.
Motion by Mr. Olson, second by Mr. Donaldson, that we accept item 13 as presented. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. The ayes have it, the motion carries, and we will accept item 13 as presented. 14 on your agenda. Consideration of possible action on an application submitted by HEB LP for a special use permit on 31.97 acre tract of land situated in the J Corner Survey, abstract number 8 of Montgomery County, Texas, for the drive-through lane of a restaurant that is part of the HEB grocery development. Ms. Tilly.
This, again, is for the drive-through. HEB is proposing a drive-through for the restaurant that is going into their actual box grocery store. It will be located on the far eastern location of their building, which is, it would be the 2854, the building, and then the drive-through. Access to it would be towards the back of the building, and any kind of stacking would be towards the back of the building. We don't see any type of stacking that would affect 2854 or 105. Other than that, the Planning and Zoning Commission also reviewed this and recommended approval for that drive-through.
Make a motion, we accept agenda item number 14 as presented.
Motion by Mr. Donaldson,
Second.
second by Mr. Zulovich, that we accept item 14 as presented. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. The ayes have it, the motion carries, and we will accept item 14 as presented. 15 on your agenda. Consideration of possible action on an ordinance of the City of Montgomery, Texas, amending Article 3, Impact Fees of Chapter 90, Utilities of the City Code of Ordinances by adopting new impact fees for water and wastewater improvements that are attributable to new development in the city's proposed water and wastewater impact fee service area within the corporate boundaries of the city, providing open meeting and effective date provisions, and providing for related matters. Mr. Rosnowski.
We discussed this item a handful of times in the past, most recently when we called public hearing for these. And we talked about those increases based on the pace of growth in the city and rate of development. So with the annexations, we're bringing in more connections, as well as the timing of the improvements in order to be able to meet that demand is what goes into this impact fee analysis. This was presented to, reviewed, and approved by the Capital Impact Advisory Committee, which is the Planning and Zoning Commission. They serve in both capacities earlier this summer. And so now we just had a public hearing on it. And so this is the actual action of approving the ordinance to adopt the proposed changes. Those changes are summarized in your packets. Starting on page 34, you'll see the executive summary of the analysis that shows a 17% increase to the impact fees, bringing the single-family impact fee to $47.88, up from $39.84 what it was. Last time he updated it was September of 2024, and so this is just do a biannual review and then update as needed. So this is that.
Mayor and Council, the proposed ordinance number is 2025-11.
Point of information. I'm not familiar with the Capital Impact Advisory Commission. Has that been on settled for some time?
Correct, yeah, so when in order for the impact fees, when they're originally put together in 2016, 2017 timeframe, an advisory committee was set up to do the review, identify the projects and the scoping of that. Back in, I don't remember the exact year, 2019 timeframe, the Capital Impact Advisory Committee was consolidated into the Planning and Zoning Commission.
Okay.
And so that body is, the thought process is that planning and zoning is looking at planning and zoning, so let's have them also look at the utilities as part of that Capital Impact Advisory Committee.
Prior to that, it was volunteers from the city, and so it just made sense that planning and zoning, since they had attended all the meetings and understood what was going on, it made it easier.
And there's some recent changes that in the last legislature, so that makeup of that committee will change, but
Okay.
this committee took action.
Right, the law has changed now, so that is going to change, but the city cannot use the P&Z as that committee any longer.
So it is comprised of residents then?
So it's comprised, I think the way is that, correct me if I'm wrong, but essentially 50% of the committee has to be made up of developers, real estate, or similar background individuals. For the other 50%.
Does it say how big the committee has to be? Can it be a committee of two?
Right? That's what I was thinking.
We'll go back and look. These are in that round of 800 or so laws I went to back on September 1st.
We can't raise it for 3 years anyways, right? So we got some time.
Correct. After this increase of the new law is that you can only update every 3 years.
Right.
So after this, the next time you'll be able to update those.
So can you break down Appendix A? Because each one says fee, $, whatever, but then the last one is our difference in the maximum allowable, accessible fee. So are each of those lines fees? I'm just trying to
Are you looking at page 34 in your package, that table?
yeah, Appendix A.
So what that is there is it's showing the first column. So the way that your impact fees are set up is based on meter size. Because that was the easiest. It's what size meter you put it in, here's your assessed impact fee. Then you have your water fee, existing and proposed, sewer fee, existing and proposed, because they're based off of water system improvement calculations and sewer system improvements. And then the last column is your combined number.
Got it.
If you had a water-only customer or a sewer-only customer, you would use those applicable sections.
Okay. No, that makes sense.
Make a motion, we accept agenda item number 15 as presented.
Motion by Mr. Silowich,
I second.
seconded by Ms. Fox, that we accept item 15 as presented. This motion is debatable, amendable, requires majority vote. Is there any other questions? All those in favor of accepting item 15 as presented, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, say nay. The ayes have it, the motion carries, and we will accept item 15 as presented. Number 16, consideration and possible action on a request for a sign variance of the entry signs for each major entrance to the Redbird Meadows development known as Briarly. Ms. Tilly.
Good evening again. So this is Redbird Meadows, again also known as Briarly. They have 2 entrances to this subdivision. Each entrance is going to have a large monument sign. The monument sign is composed of, I think, 2 parts. One large wall, and then where the actual Briarly words are going to be. When you look at it, it looks like it would be one whole sign with that wall behind it, and that's where I measured the 400 square feet from. But the actual sign is going to actually be less than what our maximum requirement is for the signage. But again, the perception of the size of that sign felt that it was the reason that we should go ahead and go for the variance on this, because it does measure 400 square feet. And it does meet the height requirement of 8 feet. Both of them are 400 feet, each one of them is 400 feet. And each of them are 8 feet maximum in height. So the requested variance would be 336 square feet. And you'll see elevation shots of each of the signs. One is the main sign. I guess that is, I forgot what that road is going to be named on that the main driveway with the larger driveway.
Bassettown Road.
Camera,
Yeah, I think it was Bassett.
camera, oh.
And then you have the secondary sign, and that one's going to be the one that's on camera.
Yeah, Cameron Drive.
And again, they are comprised of two monuments. Briarly sign is actually going to be in front of the larger wall monument sign. And if you look at the colored elevations, you'll see how the landscaping and all of the work that's going to be done on it, just to make it look better.
Now-
And the reasons that I put out there for the findings is, it is a little bit of a ways from Old Plantersville Road. And considering the size of the development, felt that the size of the sign met the size of the development. You know, open in both entrances.
So now they show two curved walls, any entry on Bassett, but the sign's only on one?
Right, the actual sign, Briarly, the word Briarly,
Yeah.
is going to be on that front, smaller sign.
But there's two.
But you have the larger wall
Because
behind.
I said the other entrance is only one wall.
So I see the landscaping in this photo, so I'm assuming this is a rendering of what the spirit of the landscaping will look like. Who is to maintain that? I'm assuming Johnson Development while the building session, but after
All
that,
on the
is it
HOA.
HOA? Yeah, okay,
It's all within their
looks like that.
property. None of it is in the right of way.
okay.
So the letters will actually be floating. They're not, they won't have like a wall right behind them. The letters that will be sitting up on their own, right?
They don't actually have a wall behind it, but it's the smaller wall.
Okay.
And just assuming it lights up at night from behind the letters? Sorry, Matt. Mr. Raines?
Answer your question, Pat Bank, Johnson Development. So the letters sit on the gate and wall, and then the bigger wall behind it is just a backstop for it. And then, yes, the light everything will be lit up at night, and then maintenance provided by the HOA.
Thank you.
I move we accept agenda item number 16 as presented.
Motion by Mr. Donaldson, second by Mr. Zulovich, that we accept item number 16 as presented. All those in favor of accepting 16 as presented, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, say nay. The ayes have it, the motion carries, and we'll accept item 16 as presented. On to 17. Consideration of possible action authorizing the mayor to sign the escrow agreement by and between the city of Montgomery and the developer KIH Revocable Trust, and authorizing the city engineer to prepare a utility and economic feasibility study for the proposed 5.107 acre development. Mr. Rosnowski.
Right, so this road development is on College Street at the very end. So what it is they're subdividing the property, providing public or private access back to subdivide initially 2 lots, a long-term plan of 4 lots. And so that meets the definition of a development, which is why this is in front of you. So what you have in here is an escrow agreement to put funds with the city, as well as a proposal from us to do a summary memo. So we are not proposing a full feasibility study on this. This is 2 single-family homes on a property. So the intent here is a summary memo identifying water, sewer, drainage connection points, concerns, as well as just defining the outline of the steps that need to follow between planning, where public and private utilities will extend and stop, et cetera. So that's in here. We have it in here, just the hourly cost of estimated $1,000 to do that summary memo. But just to paper up, so we're all on the same page on what needs to be done before back and forth with land use.
I make a motion to accept item number 17
Motion
as
by
presented.
Mr. Olson,
Second.
second by Mr. Zulovich, that we accept item 17 as presented. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, say nay. The ayes have it, the motion carries, and we'll accept 17 as presented. 18 on your agenda. Consideration of possible action on the request to cancel or reschedule Tuesday, October 28th, 2025 City Council meeting.
Mayor and council, we have several council members that will not be present for the 28th, and we briefly talked about this, so I'm bringing it forward. And I believe I put on the cover sheet an alternate date would be October 20th, a Monday, if you wanted to reschedule it, and the meeting before that would be literally the week before. So I don't know if you want to have 2 meetings back to back, a week apart, or if you wanted to just cancel it.
Can we schedule it, and then if there's really not business at hand, then we can cancel it at that September meeting, or the earlier October meeting, sorry.
Can I just make a motion?
Ma'am?
Can I make a motion just to cancel it? Sorry.
You go
I make a
ahead.
motion that we cancel the meeting for that particular,
For-
for October the 28th.
I second.
Sorry.
There's a motion by Ms. Fox and a tie by Mr. Zilovich and Olson to cancel the meeting for Tuesday, October 28, 2025. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed say nay. The ayes have it, the motion carries. We will not have a meeting Tuesday, October 28, 2025. 19 on your agenda. Consideration of possible action on the request for the creation of a full-time new position for a Parks and Recreation Program Coordinator and Event Organizer.
I put this on there because of the EDC and some changes that we've done in the EDC with all the events that we have. What I really want is recommendations from all of you as how we should move forward. This is just a standard way that cities handle events. So I put it in there just like that, but I really want feedback from you.
So we have a position,
We
right?
did, you did, yes, I saw that.
Which we still do. We just moved the person from it to a different position. So a position still exists.
Yes, in reality, yes.
So we don't have to create a meeting?
No.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
was really the EDC person was working full-time on events and really not that much on EDC, and we were paying for all these events through EDC, which is kind of gray area. So I'm just kind of saying, hey, if we're gonna do this, we gotta do it more this way, moving forward. And I would like feedback from you guys, on how do we wanna handle it?
So again, we already have the position.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But hold on, Tom.
Oh, go ahead.
So the position was originally created and it was under Mike, right? And then our other administrator moved it under him.
Okay.
And then basically used that person as a do-all for him. We just need to just put it back the way it was with the position that we had, because the position for MEDC is the director position basically that they had created.
Yeah, and with all these projects the EDC has coming, which you'll see in the next EDC meeting, because we've packed that one, there's a lot coming. And
Yeah.
they're gonna have plenty to do there.
So isn't it just a personnel transfer?
No, it's two heads, not one. It would be one for Parks and Rec and events and one for EDC.
I understand
And
that.
that they can't do both jobs well.
I understand that, but we
Yeah.
already have the position, we don't need to create it. We've just moved that person to a different position that we've already created, so we have an opening.
Yeah.
That's what we
Yeah,
have.
this is what this is creating. That
But we
is-
don't have to create it, we already have
This
it.
is a creating position.
But that's not, that wasn't her, was that her title?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was her title. I
Yeah,
thought she had like a
It
long
doesn't even have
title.
to be this title.
Right.
It's just a
She
generic.
came in and replaced
Right. Patty.
Patty, and that was what Patty's title was. So when Patty left, we hired our new person. She took that job position. We have now moved that person over to the
To
director
EDC.
position in MEDC, and now we have an open position. So I
Right.
don't understand why we have to create a new one. We just need to put them back under Mike where they were.
Well, and it's not really to create a new one. I just want to make sure that this is what you guys have to approve that we move forward there. I want to make sure that you really want to do these events. We as a city, some of these are private events, some of them are sort of city events.
So this events coordinator is gonna be for the whole city, not just Parks and Recreation.
Yes, it's for all the events. They're going to help all of those people. I mean, we don't run those events.
Be
per
the
se.
liaison
Yeah.
between.
We provide security, we block the streets, we do all that anyways. We permit these events by permitting process. And this person can help them organize, because through the permit process, they got to talk to them and help them get all the insurance. I mean, it's quite a bit of work, actually.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and at that point, maybe, I don't know if Mike wants them back under them, or we put them under planning and zoning, or where?
I think we put him under Brent.
Back under Brent, just directly to Brent?
Yeah, since we're all having this
We were
discussion.
talking about having bunk bed offices this year.
Hey, we just bought property. We're gonna have empty space we need to fill.
We'll have plenty of room, but that was kind
I
of
suggest-
like, oh my goodness.
I make a motion that we table this for further discussion, possibly in executive session.
Well, I second it because I am not convinced we need another person. I don't understand why Stephanie can't take care of this and what she does for the city, because there seems to be overlap in my mind.
She works for the EDC.
She works for the EDC.
She doesn't,
She works for the
she works
EDC.
for the EDC, she doesn't work for the city.
Position is not to have events.
But we lost someone.
Yes.
Yes,
We lost a
that's
position.
what I said. We
I
didn't
know,
lose
but
the position.
I didn't take it like,
Yeah,
you know, like they actually moved that.
That board actually funds her.
Yeah, because she's paid for by MEDC.
It just seems like we have a vacant position that we need to fill. Brent, I think it's up to you to figure it out.
That's kind of where I am.
Again,
Because we have that position.
I just wanted to, I guess really the whole thing was, I wanted to make sure we want to, as a city, continue managing these events.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
I mean, we did put a budget line item already, because I saw this coming. So it'll be a lot cleaner, and it's really the proper way to handle it, in my opinion.
Yeah. I agree.
Agreed.
So right now, we have a motion on the table and a second to table this.
Yes.
And we're trying to get feedback for the budget. And when do you want to bring this back to discuss it in executive session, unless you want to call an executive session tonight?
Budget for
Oh,
one.
no.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I didn't hear budget. You want to talk about what budget?
Well, we have to pay this
Talk about
person.
leaving the table.
No, I understand, but she didn't say
I
budget.
put events in the budget, is what I'm
Yeah.
saying. They're already in there for when
Yeah.
you guys approve the budget, because I saw this coming.
Yeah.
EDC doesn't, with the videos and all the other things they're doing, they're not gonna have the money. It's gonna be really tight with
Yeah.
McGowan and
Sure.
wayfinding, and so. Not that it was, for all the events, potentially 40, 50,000 total for doing all of that, so it's not a huge number.
Yeah. And MEDC has already agreed to continue to just do a line item back to the city to help fund events.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, I don't really, I don't mind if you take care, take charge of the situation. I don't mind that at all. It just in my mind right now, I can't see the need for two people, but to do event planning, but,
well, she won't
It's
be,
more than,
Stan, she won't be planning events, that's the whole point.
okay, so the responsibilities are different.
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
moving 100% EDC, which is a different function than this function.
yeah.
So this function is
So
open.
the motion and the second, are we going to move with?
So the motion was to table it there's no date given.
I'll make the date to be the next meeting on the 23rd.
Okay.
So we canceled the 23rd.
Oh, that's right.
You could potentially go into executive session right now if you want to.
I mean, up to you. You made the motion. You made the motion.
I mean, are you guys comfortable with just letting
Brent, do it.
Brent get a
It's
person?
not
and
on the
run with it?
agenda at all.
No,
No
but
executive session whatsoever.
Can't do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what we
Again,
could do is
I
if,
don't think that the council is all understanding and all in agreement on that, so I don't know if you want me to withdraw my motion, I will.
If it's your motion and
Right.
that's what you wanted to make and Stan seconded, we can take a vote on it.
just table it till
And then-
in October.
And then, if somebody else wants to make a motion to move forward with it, we can make that motion on top of it.
Okay, let's go ahead with that.
Okay.
Let's go.
Or you can kill your motion to
Go with
table
it.
it.
No, don't.
No, okay, just vote on it. All those in favor of tabling item number 19 to the next city council meeting, say aye.
Aye.
I thought you weren't.
I think, I don't know what she wants to talk
They're
about.
not
I
clear,
think
so we're
it's
just
probably not
just
be
need to talk about
executive session.
Those of,
That discussion.
It's fine.
those opposed, say nay. The ayes have it, the motion carries, and we will table number 19 to the next meeting. All right. Departmental reports. Number 20, July 2025 PD and CEPZA reports.
Good evening, Mayor Council. You have the report in front of you. If you have any questions, you can have the answer. Not, thank you very much.
Wow, Chief. Okay. Number 21, Municipal Court Monthly Report. We just got this. We're going to take a minute to go through it.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I wasn't informed that the court report was not included into the package, but I wanted to go ahead and pass it out to you guys. The collections, the citations for July were 276, and the collections was $48,067.17. Do you have any questions for this report? Have a great evening.
Thank you. All right, next, Public Works. 22, monthly report for July 2025. Mr. McElroy.
Mayor and council, you have the report in front of you, be happy to answer any questions you have. That's good. You know?
I have a question. So I know we took down 39 trees at Cedar Break, is that right? We're going to replace them? Okay, good. Just wanted it on the
We are
record.
going to replace trees.
It's-
I don't have
yeah.
an exact number.
Yeah,
but
okay.
yeah.
As long as that's, because I asked that question because there's a rumor that we're not. So I just wanted it on the record. Thank you. Are y'all good with mine?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
I'm going to start off with building operation.
Okay. 23, utility operations monthly report for July 2025.
All right, just want to clear up, I did put in the packet on the accountability numbers. So what's going on is we replaced well 4 meter. Since we replaced it, the readings for previous months and previous history is thrown way off by a magnitude of 10 times 10 to times 100. So I don't have accurate numbers to be able to go by to you. So that's why this portion of the report is blank, because they get their numbers from us. So just wanted to clear that up. Any questions on it?
No.
Okay.
I was wondering. Okay, thank you. Go right ahead. Yes. Sorry, you're still with you with the utility
On
operations.
this report is that there's no numbers there for the billing, and you understand why that is. And so on the wastewater treatment plant, made the statement you're in compliance with the discharge permit. So that's really the big items to talk about on our report this last one. Any questions?
Is well number 2 back online?
Not yet.
No?
Close.
I was gonna say, that's supposed to be closed.
Mike.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right,
I
never-
want to cut in here just a second. I don't have an apartment, so I didn't put my name up there, but I wanted to talk about the community building a little bit, because it's coming, so I want you guys to at least be thinking about it. Tom brought up some good points, and we're looking at the mold that is in there. We're looking at the ceiling that's falling down. We're looking at the big windows that are single pane, big gaps. I'm gonna put it all together and look at what it'll cost to remodel the place. New flooring, updated kitchen, just really get into it. There is some mold in there. The smell is mold. We did get a report back that said it wasn't dangerous, but if you continue to let it grow, it could, get into this HVAC system and, So we're gonna get that cleaned up depending on what we decide in the next little bit. So as soon as I get all this put together, I'll bring it to council and everybody can kind of thinking about what we're gonna do.
What would be the funding mechanism? Would that be?
I think that's really a great EDC project. We talked about it today. I mean, community centers, parks, all of that fits right in with quality of life, projects. I believe, and I'm gonna try to put a plan together, maybe to add some outdoor, pavilion stuff. If we kept the building and cleaned it up and added onto it, or, what are the options there?
It'd be a great center, please, for wedding receptions.
A lot of people still like it.
Yeah, I appreciate you looking into it, I really do, it definitely needs it.
I mean, it's gonna be either tear the whole thing down and start over, or fix what you have. That's gonna be one or the other.
As an aside to that, we should possibly look at seeing if we can't partner with the county's Lone Star Community Center for various ways. Because I canceled the one I was going to use and used Lone Star Community Center, and it's got a lot of good bones.
Yes. I mean, it's a different clientele kind of, and I kind of looked at that to see who's doing what, and there's some other ones just like this in two other cities.
Willis.
Yeah. And we looked at those, we brought them over to Google, and they redone some stuff, they've added some outdoor stuff to it, so.
Yeah.
I mean, as a council, you'll just have to decide, is this something we want to keep as part of the community and make it usable, because right now, to be honest with you, the ceiling's about to fall down. It's like,
It's awful. And it's right across from the new city hall, so
yeah, I mean,
it's a great,
if you want to keep it as a, just a piece of
Could be-
history,
it
even
could
though
be-
it's not historic, you could very well do so.
It could become an adjunct community, or a conference center after the city hall's done too. Looking at that,
Be a what?
It's a beautiful lot.
adjunct conference.
Yeah, it is a beautiful lot.
Slopes and everything.
Because you could advertise this for conferences.
Yep, all on board for you to explore
Okay,
that.
so it's coming.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good. We can always add you into the agenda, Mr. Walker.
Well, I didn't carve a spot for that, but I want to let you know.
All right, financial report, Ms. Mary Ann Kerr.
All right. So you have the report from July and fiscal year ends September 30th, 24, not July 31 on there. Any questions?
We're under budget, so that's good.
Right, one of the things that you'll notice is if you look at the last report and this report, because of those adjusting entries, primarily related to sales tax, the funds that we received in October and November get put back into the next fiscal year. So you'll notice it's been a reduction, but that will catch up when we bring that in, what we get in October and November.
I got two questions.
Yes?
First one is the spike in sales taxes in February. Do we have any idea what that's attributed to?
In February,
Yes.
yes, it was a large audit payment. It was an audit payment that was for an entity back to 2017 to current year. Basically, sales tax that should have been paid to the city of Montgomery was paid elsewhere, and it was recovered by the comptroller.
And what is the big cost or the reasons for the reductions in March and April and June and July for construction? It's a 48.2% and 91.9%, 66%, 50% reduction.
Can you tell me what page you're looking at?
97.
Reductions.
Oh, okay, I see what you're looking at on that tax, on the tax report.
Yes.
I don't know what that reduction would be without doing some more research into what that is. Typically, when you see a reduction in those areas, it's just because they placed a large order a month prior to or something like that. It's not necessarily, those construction costs are typically related to when you have, I'm going to pick on DCS instead here, when they start building, you will see that when materials and things are delivered here, that sales tax is here. And so that is a construction, that would then fall into this construction category. Well, if they have the large, the startup, a beginning expenditure, it's going to peak in that month.
Yeah.
If they don't order the following month,
It's kind of an ebb and flow.
So
yeah, those types, like in the construction, we don't panic necessarily about those. The ones that you really want to look at is that retail trade and the lodging and food services.
Yeah.
Because if we start seeing a dip there, that means that our sales tax for everyday items is going down.
Just a quick question. It's year over year, so you're comparing March of this year to March of last year?
Correct.
Yeah, so I mean, you're looking at a year ago. It's not a reduction, it just, they didn't spend as much in this March as they did last March.
No, I understand. I just was curious as to, and now I see it's ebb and flow.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't realize.
Oh, okay.
Any other questions?
Thank you. Marion, I did notice that retail trade is 48%, and that's why, at one point I felt like it was not that big at one point, and it's really substantially grown, which is good. All right, building official report for July 2025, Mr. Rick Hanna.
Mayor and council, I had a lengthy report for each of you, but I misplaced my glasses, so I'll just answer questions I have to answer.
We appreciate you.
So the handout that you gave us, Rick, I'm assuming the red is the ones you don't agree with and the blue you're okay with?
No, the Building Officials Association of Texas, that's kind of briefing that they did. We're a subsidiary of the just came back to the state. Doesn't want the federal government to bother them, but we don't mind telling the cities that they can't do stuff.
Right.
So it's a briefing on some of the topics that affect construction and permitting buildings and stuff.
But I'm going with the red and blue here. Blue's all right, red they don't like. Is that correct?
I haven't read that closely.
Oh, okay.
I think it's noteworthy about the electrical inspections to talk about that.
Yeah, I've included the letter from the electrical board that one of the bills that passed basically saying that solar panels and generators no longer have to be permitted or inspected, but they have to be installed by licensed electricians, just nobody's going to look over their back. But that's another state bill that I'm sure the solar panel lobbyists got that pushed through.
I really wanted to lobby the utility companies.
Yeah.
Right? Huh, that's interesting.
They reduced 73 inspections for
Well, yeah, well, and,
So there was one about chemicals. Where was that at? I was going to ask you about, oh yeah, this is the third one. Removes chemical storage containers within what is it removing? Is it removing us not being able to?
So.
A regulation saying that they
That's a
can't?
bill where somebody came in that had a hardship, you got the legislature to pass a bill, so if you're, something to the effect of if you've got storage containers with chemicals like water treatment plants and those sort of things, they have to be certain distances away from areas.
So it won't have to be a certain distance anymore? Is that correct? That's right, it's not written well, so I'm not sure what they're talking about. No, I'm with you, I thought maybe you could clarify.
No, I'm still trying to read all that, I didn't directly affect the inspection site. That's my understanding of where it came from. Fire and explosion close to a residential area, and wanted to increase the distance away we had to be.
Because it says it's removing it from within 2,000 feet. So does that mean that they're letting it go closer? I swear. Some people don't think much, do they? You want an explosive substance that close to your home?
Yeah.
thank you, appreciate you. And then number 26, discussion on engineer's monthly report. Chris?
With our report, first item on here is water plant number 2. The well driller is supposed to finish his work by Friday, so the plant contractor can finish the piping, touch-up painting, et cetera. And so hopefully be online here at the end of the month. We've had rain delays and equipment delays continues to push, but they're getting close. Next item's on here to note, flipping over to the next page of your packet of our report. Water plant number 4, we had a meeting with the engineer on the project as well as Briarly Developments, as water plant number 4 is going on that site. Throughout the meeting on coordinating access, construction timing, temporary access to pumps and neighboring lots to the site to help with construction, and also just clarified some planning with them. One thing that they're looking at is to procure some of the electrical equipment early. Right now, that's still the long lead time on these projects, so they're expecting that out now, so the city can procure that in advance of the bidding out the project to help consolidate the timeline as much as possible. Old Mayersville water line, that one's wrapping up, just final site restoration on it. On page 3 of our report, a bunch of these projects, letters have been sent to the developers requesting their share of those funds. These are the lift station 10 improvements, the roadway improvements, Buffalo Springs infrastructure, West Lone Star Park, the water line. All those letters went out over the past 2 weeks to get those funds in to proceed with construction. Moving on to page 4, these are just updates on developments. One thing we changed because our meeting report was getting very long was plan and plat reviews and tracking. So now they're just a table. At the back is an attachment that shows kind of the history, ins and outs of all the active plan and plat reviews. So again, if you have questions, let me know. And other things to note, the College Street improvements bid earlier today. So we had 8 bidders on it. We'll be coming at your next council meeting or the following, depending on timing of getting anything in on that project. So far, the bids came in low, which is good. So we're analyzing that as we speak, but we had that earlier this afternoon. And
Did we know most of them?
yes, so the low bid contractor, the apparent low bid contractor, is a contractor that we work with. They're local to the Houston area, not local to
Oh, good.
but they're recognizable names. It's not someone that we haven't heard of before. I think 2 or 3 active projects.
Thank you.
So far, so good. That's all I have. Unless you have any questions.
So November is when KKC is going to present their ordinances?
That's our understanding. We would go back and forth on comments with them, and so they're still aiming at November.
Are they within their milestone?
I have to go back and look. I do not recall. But I will check.
On the map at the end,
Yes, ma'am.
there is a quick shift, and then it says Lone Buff Ventures, 1.6 acres. Where and what is that? You ever heard of it?
Yes, so that is the tract at the northeast corner, or northwest corner of Lone Star Montgomery, Buffalo Springs. So the gas station that was proposed, that's that.
That's it, okay.
And they started construction.
Correct.
So that Quick Shift Lone Bluff Ventures, they're going to have the car wash. They can't do it at the corner there.
Correct.
That's highly unfortunate. Okay. Council, what's your pleasure?
I make a motion to accept the departmental reports as presented.
Motion by Ms. Ms. Langley to accept departmental reports as presented.
Second.
Second by Ms. Fox. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. The ayes have it, the motion carries, and we will accept the department reports as presented. Council inquiry.
I do. I have a council inquiry for the administration. A couple of residents today asked me, when will the city announce that the new city hall will be located on 149 at the Farmer Jim's Hardware? And the other one was, when will they take those signs and stuff off of the building?
It'll be part of the construction, the construction guys will do that. It'll probably be one of the early things that happen. I guess we can announce it whenever.
I was asked to, what day would the city announce that it was going to be the new city hall? And I said, I don't know. I have
Maybe we
Mr.
should-
Walker's phone
We
number.
have
Prepare a
that
press
question
release?
among ourselves as well, because we didn't really have.
We can do a press release, or you can
Because there was
whatever
never,
to the
apparently
community.
she said that there was never any kind of public release or anything, so.
No, there hasn't been.
And so I guess there hasn't been.
Talked about it.
Huh?
We could
Yeah, we haven't
add it to
openly.
the special meeting and make it official and ask the local paper to come. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
got
guys want
it.
to stand out there with some Jones?
I got an inquiry from somebody wanting to know how much we were selling it for. I said, it's already been bought by the city, so.
Yeah, but
Well, it just depends how much they want to keep us for.
That's how much they want to pay for
Sorry
it.
about that.
Everything's for sale, yeah.
Anything else? All right, the closing agenda. Number 27, items to consider for placement on future agendas.
I'd like to see for our September 22nd meeting, in addition to the executive session that was approved, I'd like to see the city attorney brief us on our ongoing litigation.
Anyone else? Okay. Number 28, motion to adjourn.
Make a motion, we adjourn?
I second.
Motion by Mr. Johnson, second by Ms. Fox. All those in favor say aye. Aye. The ayes have it, the motion carries. We'll adjourn at 6:56 p.m.
And you're supposed to, I'm sorry.
Exactly. Sucks to be you.